Sup, I got YouTube up here, I got Facebook down here. I'm gonna do my best to try to talk to both of you. For the people on YouTube who are gonna be watching this, I guess post live, the recorded version of it. Facebook Live, if you have any questions, just go ahead, throw them in there and I'll just kind of answer them as I can see them. I got my iPad up against my computer that's kind of just standing it up, so some of the questions might be blocked, but it is all good. Stacy, hello. It is good to speak to you. All right, so let's talk about my March 2017 income and goal report, and what an interesting month March was. It was, you know, every single month I continue to grow the business and you know, work on everything that I'm working on. I am learning so much and figuring out where I can be better and what things aren't working and what things, you know, do work, and I just got to do more of them. But it was an interesting month, to say the least. I had a ton of stuff on my plate. More than probably any other month that I've been since I've started publishing and you know, this little online empire that I'm slowly building. But it's been awesome. So let's kind of dive into it. I'm just gonna, let's see if I can make my notes full screen here. And awesome. Looks like I'm gonna read somebody's comment there. Awesome. I'm so glad I've been able to help inspire you, AD. I appreciate the love. All right, so I'll just dive into things. Let's talk about finances and where I was at for the month of March. So I will easily generate $200,000 in revenue by December 31st, 2017. March was an interesting month in terms of finances. You know, my revenue was just over $1,800, $1,843.60. And then my expenses were through the roof, and I'll explain why they were so high in a second, but they were $1,668. So that gave me a profit of only $175. So it's my lowest profit month by far, but I will explain exactly why. That's not so much a negative thing, and it really didn't even have a lot to do with publishing side, just some other things that I've been working on that I had to spend money on. So I'll dive into that in a second, but let's break down how the month, how March was. So I only got 3 new books launched in March, and those were new books in a new niche, and it was just taking a little bit of time for those to start gaining some traction after all the promotional work I was doing for them and whatnot. It was just taking a bit longer than I anticipated for those to start selling. They're starting to sell now, and I've noticed that really it's been in the last like week, 2 weeks, that sales are really starting to pick up for those particular books. So it'll be interesting to see just how much more profitable they are for April versus what they were in March. I got I'm trying to think. I should have had a 4th book come out, but I wanted the writing company to do a bit more formatting for them, and so that should have came out like mid-March, but I got it back like beginning of April, which is, it's a positive negative because, you know, it's less income for March, but the book looks way better, and now they're doing all of my books more in that format. So so that's really cool. But then also the biggest thing, and it was a great lesson, because my main bread and butter niche, the one I started back in November, you know, I only had one writer doing these books for me, and she just ran into some issues, and she just wasn't able to continue. And I was so, like, Gary Vee talks about, don't be romantic on how you make your money, and that's so true. And I kind of like spun it in this way. I was so like caught up on like, no, she's the only one who can handle this and whatnot. that it hurt me when she wasn't able to continue, because I went 2 months without any real growth in that niche, and it really started to affect sales. But bottom line is, I have 2 new writers who are working on books right now for those niches, and I'm sure they'll produce just as good or better books than I was getting before, and that's really going to help get that niche going again and add some more fuel to the fire, so to speak. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with that over the next, should be about 3 to 6 weeks, rebuilding some traction. And another really cool side note is those books are I just got a message from somebody who found that book and they bought it from Barnes and Noble. So cool. That was just, it was just so cool to know that one of my books is in Barnes and Noble. Like, it blew me away. So that was really neat there. YouTube, hey, if I'm not looking at you a ton, it's because I got Facebook Live down here. So I'll try to make sure I'm doing both there. But anyways, so for the month of April, I got 9 books coming out already. That should be launching in the next little bit. So already April's shaping up to be a bigger month, because I need to hit 5K in April, by the end of April, from publishing alone, because that was my original goal. And so I've really been diving down deep into making sure that I get my publishing income back up to exactly where I want it to be, in order to keep track of my goals. Because the whole point of doing these live goal reports or these monthly goal reports is so I can hold myself accountable, you could hold me accountable. I said back when I started doing these, I think in January, that by April 30th, I was going to have my publishing business at 5K monthly. It's April 8th right now. So so it's go time for me. And part of the reason I've been neglecting it is because I've been working on one of my other goals, which has taken way more time. And I also had another side project that I took on that took way more of my time and energy than I was expecting to as well. So not excuses, just reality. This is what happens when you're going after massive goals. Sometimes you're on track, sometimes you're not on track, but bottom line is I'm focused. I know what I have to improve on, and let's just keep moving forward with this. Okay, so also the one thing I didn't include in my income for the month of March was the income that I made from helping with the launch of the Front Row Factor. It's a different side of my business income. I'm not going to call it my Kindle publishing income, because it's not my book. I just helped launch it. So that's why I didn't include it in there. But I was paid a flat rate for that book, and then also we're doing a bit of a royalty share. Check out my blog for a bit more, this blog post for a bit more details if you want that. So here's my income breakdown. So from KDP, from my ebook sales, I made $314. That is actually the highest KDP payout I've ever received since I first started. So kind of cool to see that increasing. Creative Space was down just a tad, at just over $1,500, but I've talked about that why. And let's kind of break down my expenses here. Okay, so my expenses, one of the reasons my expenses were over $1,600 this month was I was trying out, so in terms of my publishing costs, they were at $978. I was trying out a few different strategies. I was also put some money into some old books to revamp them, which I normally don't really do. So that's why the publishing costs really just kind of shot up this month. Plus I paid for a total of, let me just bring it up here. What is that? That'd be like 3 new books from writers from the writing company that I use, which were much longer books as well. And so that shot up the cost, and revenue for those books that won't start showing up till April, or the last few weeks in April, and really more in May. So just knowing that and understanding that. But then I also spent about about $500 or so on completely unrelated publishing expenses. So that was just one of the reasons that my expenses shot up, is because I had to pay for a whole bunch of things for my blueprint course, and I'm not going to see a return on that for a few weeks, few months down the road. But all in all, happy with the forward progress that I'm making there, and yeah. So anyways, next goal: I'll easily create 100% of my income from different passive income revenue streams by December 31st. So my wife and I can no longer have to work regular jobs and have the freedom to live life on our terms. Making progress on this. The goal is to quit my job by July of this year and focus on my online business full time. So that's where I'm focused, and that's where we're working in the direction to go. Easily pay off the remainder of our debt by December 31st. This one I elaborated a little bit more on the blog post, so you can check it out now. But this is super cool because I always kind of grew up thinking debt was not really a big issue, and that type of thing, credit cards and whatever. And it's not like I accumulated a ton of credit card debt or anything like that. Like, these are kind of stupid student loans and things like that. But I've been so aggressive at paying it off and not accumulating any more debt. We don't even use our credit card anymore. It's just something we don't even bother with anymore. But it's just a great feeling knowing that we're almost completely debt free and no one owns anything, or we own everything and no one has anything holding over our heads. So this is a goal I cannot wait to celebrate. And I got this bottle that I got from our trip in Italy 2 or 3 years ago that is sitting on my shelf, and we're gonna pop it open the day we're completely debt free, over the next few months. So it's kind of cool. Easily become a master of my finances, improve areas where I need to improve on by reading books, seeking out mentors who are getting results that I want. Moving forward on that each and every month. Yeah, that's really all I can say about that one. So let's dive into the business goals. So I'll easily grow my Kindle publishing business to generate $5,000 per month by April 30th and have it at least at $10,000 per month by August 1st. So like I was saying earlier, with all the work that the blueprint is proving to be, I just neglected some of my books and just the overall business, and sales are showing that. April's going to explode. Like I said, I'm going to have 9 or more new books coming out, and I'm driven to hit this goal by April 30th in the next few weeks here. So stay tuned for that. I'll easily look into creating a Kindle publishing course to launch in 2018. So this really should hopefully launch in the next few weeks, months. It's designed to really just help new publishers go from $0 to $1,000 in the shortest period of time with Kindle publishing, and I feel it's going to be the most up-to-date and relevant course on the market. But yeah. I will easily commit to producing a minimum of bi-weekly blog posts, 26 in total. I got 20 blog posts up so far, so obviously I'm right on track for that. I've, of course, been focusing way more on my YouTube channel. That is where my energy is kind of going into right now. I'll start affiliate marketing by December 31st, 2017. Started this a little bit on my own. I think it's for anyone who's really, if you're doing anything online, if you have a blog or if you have a YouTube channel or whatever it is, you should really just do some sort of affiliate marketing, because I went into my ClickBank account just to kind of see where it's at, and it went up from like $50 to $150 in the last few weeks, and it was just cool because it's like money I'm not even thinking about, but it's working. So it's definitely something. If you're not doing anything with affiliate marketing, you don't even have to really learn about it. You just have to if there's something that you've used yourself and you like it and you think other people will benefit from it, throw an affiliate link on it. And and that's I think I only have one affiliate link on my entire blog, but hey, it's working. So continue on that path. I'll easily reach 10,000 people monthly through my blog by December 31st. So this goal, it's on the back burner. This March, I reached 493. The month before, 505. I did one blog post in March. Like I said, the blog is just not the main priority right now. It is the YouTube channel, but yeah, I'll be ramping that up over the next few months. Okay, I'll easily grow my YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers and produce 300 videos by year end. Okay, so I'm at 217 subscribers. The previous month, I was at 84 subscribers. So thank you to all of you who have been subscribing to my videos and giving me a thumbs up. And my one hater out there who keeps giving me a thumbs down, I don't know who you are, but it's all good. Bring on the haters, right? So, I got 46 videos. The month before I had 20, so I'm making some solid progress on that. Loving doing the videos. I feel I'm getting better and improving each and every one. I'm trying to get better with Facebook Live and doing some live videos. It's a lot different because, well, it's live. Let me see if there's any questions. And whatever. I'm making progress on that each and every day. Those of you who know, I'm in the middle of my 100 videos in 90-day challenge right now, and things are going great. Loving them, loving connecting with everyone through the channel, and you're sending me emails and whatnot. It's just been a great way for me to kind of help and reach out to other new publishers and internet marketers and whatnot. I've really just been enjoying that. So thank you to all of you once again. Fitness goals. All right, so I'll complete my full marathon. They still haven't opened up registration for that marathon that I want to do down in December. So in fact, maybe I'll double check the registration page later today once I get off this. But yep, it's on the goal. I'll sign up and start working out in the gym by the end of the year. So I guess I can tell you now because I gave the wife her prize. But instead of me putting a priority on me to go work out in the gym and whatnot, I know Mariana's, she's been doing her yoga and whatnot, but she wanted to get a trainer. So I have, I told her, it was like, I got her a personal trainer, and so she's going to be starting to do that, which is super cool. And like I found the best one that I possibly could. So yeah, so like, the full out like diet plan, work with you while you're there and whatnot. And one of the great things about, I guess, being in Mexico, it works out to about $5 an hour for the personal trainer. Can you believe that? Those of you who have a personal trainer, I'm pretty sure it's like $50 to $75 an hour, like back home. And just with the currency exchange and whatnot, it's costing $5 an hour for a personal trainer for her. So that is so cool. That is so cool. But what's your preferred method? Just question here. What's your preferred method of building your mailing list? How would you go aggressively building your list? Hey man, how's it going, bud? Building an email list, I honestly think it's one of those super important things you need to do. And I just find like you got to find something your people are going to love enough to give their email address to you. And so I've tested it with 2 different books. Like in one book I had 2 different offers, and I just saw, okay, more people were going for this offer, and so I just got rid of the other offer and I put that offer in every single one of my books for that niche. So just something that they'll love. In fact, this was just, for that one niche, it's a book that I sell for $2.99, but if you buy any one of my other books, you could actually just get that book for free. And that's what I'm using as that offer. So it's cool. And then, of course, when you purchase that one book for $2.99, I'm sure I have another offer in there. It's not obviously the exact same offer, but yeah, there's something else. So hopefully that helps, AD. All right, so Juice Cleanse. We haven't started it yet. We're thinking once we go to Vancouver, we'll do the cleanse. I'm looking forward to it. The wife's looking forward to it. Yeah. Traveling back to Canada, flights are booked. August is the plan. Robin Sharma's Personal Mastery Academy. So that, it looks like he starts promoting that because he just started promoting it for this year. So it looks like I won't even be able to sign up for it this year. I'll have to sign up for it in the spring of 2018 so I can go to it in June of 2018. If you don't know what it is, maybe I'll see if I can put a link on the blog post, but I went to Robin Sharma's, it was called the Awakening Best Self Weekend back in 2010. And out of any personal development workshop, anything I've ever gone to, that had the absolute biggest impact on my life. It just helped me see things in a complete different light. It was incredible. So I highly recommend you check that out if you can. He does it in Toronto every June, I believe it is. Okay, I'll easily read 12 books. This is just not being a priority for me right now. I just got another book called .com Secrets. I'm going to read that because it's related directly to what I'm learning about and doing everything online. I have a list of my books here on my blog post that I do want to dive into, but right now, and I know this might sound like a poor excuse, I just literally have just not been, any free time I've had, I've been on my computer just working on everything else. But that will change when the time is right. Take the wife on a weekend getaway for our anniversary by October 29th. Just haven't started that. We're waiting for the Vancouver trip to happen and get done with, and then we'll dive into secondary vacation plans. So those are pretty much a full update on where I'm at for the majority of those goals. I got some more on I call it my dream wall in our bedroom with, that I constantly am looking at, and the wife's reminding me about, say, hey, this deadline's coming up. Yeah, I'm just like, I know. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, what, maybe comment or let me know, hey, what goals are you excited about you're going after for April and for the rest of the year? I guess we're coming up to the first quarter of 2017 is almost done. So it's, it's done. It's like it's springtime pretty much. So, do a quick check. Are you on track to hitting what you set out, to accomplish this year? If not, great news is there's still tons of time to switch gears and, move forward, but there's not endless time. So anyways, guys, let me just see if there's any quick questions here. And how do you focus on building relationships with your readers? Man, let me think about that. That's a great question, AD. Building relationships with my readers. Okay, quality books. And I know that's cliche, but my readers really do love my books. And, connecting with them whenever they send me a quick message on my Facebook page or in email, I always try to reply back. But then when I reply back, what I try to do is I ask them a question as well, because then I don't want to just answer their question and the conversation dies. So I'll answer their question and then I'll reply, or I'll ask them another question. It's like, hey, what was your favorite book that you've read of mine so far? Or what section or chapter did you like the best? Because then they reply back, and I'll do that again, and I'll try to keep the conversation going, because then it's like, then usually in the second or third question, I'll be like, hey, did you leave a review yet? Could you please do that? Boom, instant review, and they're like, hey, just wrote the review, and I go read it and check it out, and thank you. And that has been very, very helpful in just building relationship with them and whatnot. And I'm active, as Eddie, I'm active in my niche Facebook groups and whatnot. But yeah, that's really how I build the relationships there. So let me just see if there's any other questions on Facebook Live. If not, you're good. I think I answered that one. Enjoying Mexico. I am, Polo. I miss you, my friend. We are going to Playa del Carmen in July. I'm going whale shark swimming, or swimming with whale sharks for the first time, so I cannot wait. But all right, I think that is it for questions. So anyways, guys, it's been great. Thank you for your patience. And if you made it to the end of this video, you are awesome. Give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out the blog post for some more details. Speak to you guys soon. Take care.